Okay, guys, and happy Thanksgiving weekend. We are about to talk about the top gainers for the last week. These stocks have exploded. We have caught all of these along in the Banking with Billy Discord. We will add in a few to this list. We'll also add an ACHR, JOBY, and HOVR as well, as I'm sure many of you are really watching in on HOVR and JOBY and want a quick update on that. So let's just get right into it. And if you are new here, I'm Billy Banks. Make sure that you get subscribed to the channel. I update these stocks every single day. Okay, I'm letting you know now. I make a lot of videos. I'm in the morning updating our pre-markets, our cryptos. I'm in the middle of the day updating our most actives. In the end of the day, I'm updating our top gainers. I'm updating all of our lists for me and between all the coaches. What's exploded. I'm updating what the next top trending things are. I'm updating every single thing on the market, including options, futures, market conditions, and what the big worlds are about to do. It's not an update that I don't do every single day. Joining in on the Banking with Billy family, becoming a Banking with Billy member means that you are updated on what everything is going on every single day. And I do literally spend 24/7 live hours in our live trading classroom, never stopping doing these updates in our live trading. It's the weekend, so it's all about crypto right now. Let's get right into it with these stocks. With HOVR. In fact, we'll just do HOVR, JOBY, and ACHR in another separate video. That way we can just keep these with just these top fives. Because many of you are probably literally still watching in on these. So let's just get right into it with ZENA. Going from $1.41 up to $16. This came in for a massive explosion, okay? Huge uptrend in ZENA. This was just a few days ago. And it took a while to gear up and go. But that's just how some of these stocks are sometimes. They'll take a while. When they got lower floats and lower stats and whatnot, then they come in for a much easier uptrend, okay? You're going to see ZENA along in the Banking with Billy Discord, as this thing has most recently been getting picked up by the parabolic scan bot for massive parabolic moves. Look at this, at $2 down there. At the very beginning down there, even earlier than that. And again, you follow along with the flow. These were coming back out on 11/25 at the very beginning of that uptrend at $2 at the very bottom. If you would have seen that alert at $2 and you bank with Billy Discord like everybody did and like everybody did on time on the 25th, I'll show you exact times and exact dates. Everybody in Discord catching ZENA for massive bull run. Too easy. It went from that $2 all the way up to $16. We can go look further into ZENA here in just a bit. Let's go let Moo load up. It shows us a little bit more extra information. With an average value of 7.87 million, the current value now is up to 7.20 million, and they got a free float of 1.93 million on ZENA. Coming in for a quick dip in the last trading days. Right now, we see them definitely coming in for a little bit of bull. That's a decent bull run. Right now, ZENA is currently at the highs that only big whales and whatnot gonna go for it. Small retail is not going for this at $10. So yesterday when it come in for that quick bounce, you have a perfect chance to get that next one as well if you're one of those guys like to mess with ZENA. I'm showing you ZENA's overall capital transaction so you understand that this stock at these highs right now has still extra largest, mediums, and small still rushing in to ZENA. And this stock has not been out for too long. Already picking back up to where it's at. And if you would have seen ZENA in the Banking with Billy Discord on time, you would have been there at the bottom up to the highs of $16. You would have been in there for a 600% gain. And we put out the early alert at the very bottom of ZENA at the lows of that $2 for a 600% gain. Next, you have UMAC, the unusual machines, a big bull run. In fact, a consistent bull run. This one for the lows. In fact, we gotta go back to a daily chart for this one back here. Watch this. I don't say this stuff for nothing. Like I said, I can't make this stuff up. For the lows of down there less than $1, okay, towards the beginning of the month, that was UMAC. UMAC. We'll go back and look towards the beginning of the month for massive bull runs. Everybody's all over UMAC. Coming out with, turning it into a few days later, even parabolic plays for multiple bull runs in UMAC, nonstop. And of course, you'll be able to see when we are selling out of those things, when the coach is saying we're locking in those things for the profits, and getting ready to go for the next thing. And you can even catch the next thing on time. This went from $1 down at the beginning up to $19. UMAC. From We gotta go back down to a daily chart. From the very bottom of $1 down there up to the highs of $20, UMAC was an overall 1,165% explosion. For easy early alerts you see in the beginning. You just ride the flow. And again, you'll be able to see when they're telling you you're locking gains. If you don't know how to read anything, you can always follow along in my section, telling you what I'm doing and what I'm going for and stuff like that too. You'll always be able to see when we're selling out of those things or when we are buying out of those things. Again, it's easy money. We know what you're going for. Same setup, same strategy, every single trade. Next, you got QMCO, the quantum computing, from $2.89 up to $33. Watch this. QMCO. This was a overall 482% explosion. I'll show you exact dates, 11/19. Let's go back and look at QMCO. I can take you back and go look at QMCO early on. Early on. Turn it into parabolic plays even. And then once that will come out, I tell you guys, once the parabolic scan by get to going, it's not about to stop. It's going to come in for another hot parabolic move. And it'll keep going day after day. And you could have caught that from the very bottom. This one all the way to the highs of $33. And that, again, was an overall, what was that? From the very bottom. That there was a 482% explosion. Okay, so far, if you would have seen I don't even remember what that first one. That first one was probably like a couple. Wait, if I could just go back right here to our home screen and see top gainers, hundreds of percents on these. Some of them are pulling back, but like I say, for thousands of percents on almost every single one of these, if you would have seen these in the Discord, you up thousands of percents just this week already. Next, you got IDAI. Okay, it's a T stamp. Oh man, don't get me don't get me started on the T stamp. ATIA was it? What was that? IDAI? IDAI. Don't get me started on the T stamp, as they've been coming out with nonstop hot news in our active investor news section that goes to everybody's phone as notifications. Nobody had excuse to why they missed out on T stamp. No excuse at all. IDIA, everybody in there. IDIA, oh man, doing good. Smiley face. Hey, upside down smiley faces all across the board on IDIA. That's crazy. And they catch this thing for that big bull run. If I go show you IDIA, was it? IDAI? IDAI going from 14 cents up to about that 85 cents. A 267% explosion from the very beginning. Explosion so big they didn't hear what the explode stock so hot. Where does go? Stock so hot they didn't hear with the upside down smiley faces. They go crazy. You got PSTX gap up on PSTX, but nonetheless though, check this out. I don't say this stuff in PSTX. Let's go get PSTX. You just see it on time. And if I tell you if the volume ticker is spamming those things out, it's getting that attention. I think it's getting ready to make that move. You just simply don't miss out on this. Going from $2 all the way to $9.42. Wait, what was that? PSTX? A massive, massive, huge gap up for a 244% uptrend. That was getting spammed out by the volume ticker. Non-stop. Once again, I just showed you how you could have caught every single one of these top gainers for the last week in time for thousands of percent explosions. Once again, I'll tell you, it's 1,000 times easier. You are actually in Discord seeing those on time. I'm gonna get ready to go update ACHR, HOVR, and Joby and whatnot. And we're gonna do a little bit deeper dive. We'll talk more about technicals and whatnot for you technical traders, and then we're gonna dive, and then we're gonna integrate that into being a more fundamental video because those are more fundamentally sound things. But I just want to make sure day traders and long-term investors can alike understand, and those are the hot things right now. I do know a stock is about to explode next. I'll go ahead and show you what the list look like. I'm not gonna show you exactly which one it is. If you want to be in a Discord in my section, see when I put out what we're getting, but there's a whole list of these. And if they'll come down and figure out what the best one is out of this entire list of 40 stocks, but I already know which one it is. I always know. It's the same setup, same strategy every single trade. If you've been trading me for so long, you might be able to just find which one that is if you go ahead and look through this. But I'm Billy Banks. I will alert that in there in. Happy trading.